Welcome to the Explorer channel. Today we bring you interesting facts and details about Tanzania. If today is your first time, please do us a favor by hitting the subscribe button and click the notification so you don't miss any of our interesting videos. Tanzania is the largest country in East Africa and includes the islands of Zanzibar, Pemba, and Mafia. About twice the size of California, this African country is bordered by the Indian Ocean and 8 countries: Kenya, Uganda, Rwanda, Burundi, Democratic Republic of Congo, Zambia, Malawi, and Mozambique. It has a population of 63 million as of 2021, making it the 5th largest African country. The country capital is Dodoma and Dar es Salaam as its largest city. Tanzania's population is composed of about 120 ethnicity and religious groups. Christianity is the largest religion in Tanzania, but there are also substantial Muslims. Tanzania is regarded as an excellent safari destination, largely due to its many world-class opportunities for game spotting. Tanzania is home to many of the best and biggest parks in Africa, and some of the most varied and unique landscapes that you'll ever see. Tanzania's largest trading partners in 2017 for its $5.3 billion in exports were India, Vietnam, South Africa, Switzerland, and China. Its imports totaled $8.17 billion, with India, Switzerland, Saudi Arabia, China, and the United Arab Emirates being the biggest partners. Travel and tourism contributed 17.5% of Tanzania's GDP in 2016 and employed 11% of the country's labor force, 1,189,300 jobs. In 2013, overall receipts rose from $1.74 billion in 2004 to $4.48 billion in 2013, and receipts from international tourists rose from $1.255 billion in 2010 to 2016. The Bank of Tanzania is the central bank of Tanzania and is primarily responsible for maintaining price stability, with a subsidiary responsibility for issuing the banknotes and coins of the Tanzanian shilling. At the end of 2013, the total assets of the Tanzanian banking industry were 19.5 trillion shillings, a 15% increase over 2012. Most transport is by road, with road transport constituting over 75% of the country's freight traffic and 80% of its passenger traffic. It has 2 railway companies: Tazara, which provides service between Dar es Salaam and Kapiri Mposhi, and Tanzania Railways Limited, which connects Dar es Salaam with central and northern Tanzania. The country has 4 international airports, along with over 120 small airports or landing strips. Airlines in Tanzania include Air Tanzania, Precision Air, FastJet, Coastal Aviation, and Zan Air. In 2013, the communications sector was the fastest growing and expanding, 22.8%. However, the sector accounted for only 2.4% of the GDP. Lake Tanganyika is one of the largest freshwater lakes in the world by volume and depth, second only to Lake Baikal in Siberia. In fact, it is so large that it belongs to 4 different countries: Tanzania, Burundi, Zambia, and Congo. The lake is fed by at least 50 streams and rivers and is regarded as one of the world's most biologically rich and scientifically valuable habitats. Lake Tanganyika holds an astounding 8% of the world's freshwater and is home 500 fish species, most of which stay within 20 meters of the surface. While beaches may not be one of the first things that you think of when you imagine an African safari, a trip to the beautiful island of Zanzibar is the perfect way to round off a safari. The beaches of Zanzibar are infamous for a reason. Featuring white sand, blue waters, and swaying palms, they're regarded as some of the most beautiful beaches in the world. In northern Tanzania, Lake Natron, located near the border with neighboring Kenya, Lake Natron is a salt lake which is situated northeast of the Ngorongoro crater. Lake Natron does not have an outflow, so its evaporation levels are very high, and this has resulted in the buildup of natron and trona. The lake's waters can reach an alkalinity of over pH 12, and it is one of the deadliest lakes on the planet. Remarkably, a unique ecosystem has developed in this harsh environment, and the lake is famous for being the only recurring breeding area for lesser flamingos in East Africa. From August to October, flamingos amass at the lake to lay their eggs, and you can witness this breathtaking spectacle if you visit during these months. Also, Lake Manyara, located in the Arusha region of northern Tanzania, Lake Manyara is the centerpiece of Lake Manyara National Park. Lake Manyara is a shallow soda lake, and its 230 square kilometers surface area covers 2/3 of the park's total area. The northern section of Lake Manyara contains a hippopotamus pool, and there is a hot spring on its western shore. The park is home to a diverse range of landscapes, including marshland, dense acacia woodland, and steep rocky slopes. It is home to vast flocks of flamingos, tree-climbing lions, and one of the highest concentrations of elephants in all of Tanzania. Lake Manyara is part of the Northern Circuit of National Parks in Tanzania. A popular route is to start in Arusha and visit Lake Manyara before continuing to Serengeti National Park, Ngorongoro Conservation Area, and finishing your adventure at Arusha. These attractions can be combined as part of a 5-6-day itinerary. Also, you will see interesting places like the Mount Kilimanjaro. Standing some 5,895 meters above sea level, this mountain is the tallest in Africa and the highest freestanding mountain in the world. It's also home to almost every kind of ecological system there is, from cultivated land to rainforest, alpine desert, and Arctic summit. While this dormant volcano provides a breathtaking hike for those who are interested, you're more than welcome to admire this mountain's grandeur from the ground. Tanzania has a huge range of landscapes, from lava rubble deserts to the everlasting ice at the peak of Mount Kilimanjaro. But Tanzania is covered mainly by far-reaching savanna land. These are made up of endless stretches of grasslands and tree savannas. Here, acacia and baobab trees grow. Dry woodlands provide a transition between the savannas and mountain rainforests in the west of Tanzania. Nearer to the coast, palm trees dominate the landscape. Another characteristic feature is the Ngorongoro crater on the edge of the Serengeti, one of Africa's largest conservation areas. Some of the earliest traces of mankind were discovered here. There is an abundance of wildlife in Tanzania. The largest remaining elephant populations in the world are in Tanzania's Selous Game Reserve, but they are still being killed for their ivory tusks. Some of the most well-known African mammal species are native to Tanzania: wildebeest, zebra, giraffe, elephant, rhino, lion, and leopard. They are endangered due to poaching. Crocodiles and hippopotamuses can be found along riverbanks and lake shores, and giant turtles live off the coast. The Gombe Stream National Park is a well-known chimpanzee sanctuary where Jane Goodall did research on chimps in their natural habitat. Serengeti National Park is Tanzania's oldest and most popular park for tourists. It is linked to the Masai Mara Game Reserve in Kenya and is home to over 1.7 million wildebeest and about 1 million other animals. If you like this video, please subscribe our channel.